Hey, Tavius here. Just continuing on with what I was mentioning yesterday about getting the $6,000 in 2 weeks, how I did it. And for those of you who didn't see what I talked about yesterday, I would go back and click the link down below, which goes to my previous blog. It'll give you the information and go from there. For those of you who were in listening yesterday, I'll go ahead and continue on for you from where I was. Now, what I had done is I had written up in present tense this whole vision of what I wanted, and I included, touch and what I was doing, and I had a date. I had a point where it's like, okay, this is happening, and this is what's going on. I'm jumping for joy because I just found the $6,000 in my account, and it just hit in there, and I'm just so excited, so thankful for this. Now, realize that I made a point, and I recommend if you're going to do any of this, to make sure to do all of it. Now, again, the points of what I've done so far is I set a goal, and I'd written up in present tense as if I already had that goal. And I set a date, and even though the first date I set didn't quite happen, I just went ahead and set a new date, but I kept the same goal. And I just enhanced my visualization and kept going. Now, this is the point to make sure of is you keep getting back up. I mean, I did, even though I had no clue where I was getting this $6,000, and I had no clue on anything about how I was going to do it, I made it happen. And this can be for you for anything. And it's really important that you find if you're going to do this, it's something you can believe. And this is definitely where I was at. I pictured it. I pictured myself here, and I was so excited about it because I believed it in my head, like it's already here. I've got it. I'm thankful. I'm ready. I am so thankful for the money I just got in my account, for the $6,000 I just saw. And I know I am so incredibly grateful for having it. And that's what I did is I made a point of being so excited as if I already have it. I'm living this. Make sure when you're doing this, if you go through it, go through those steps. Set the goal, set the vision, live the vision every day. Be thankful, be excited, be grateful for having it. And know this is you, this is your life, and believe it. And make sure as you go along that you're living your day as if you've already got it. Not saying to lie to people about it, but rather to feel it inside yourself. Like, I've got this. I am so thankful to have all this money. I'm so thankful. Or, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be money. It could be a relationship. It could be a car. It could be your health. It's all in the same thing. You just go ahead and make sure you're thankful for the things you have, and you'll find more of them. And this is where I was. And what I did with this, once I had the vision written up, is I would read it every morning when I first got up and every night when I went to bed. This was something I made a point of every day. And when I read it, I would actually stop, close my eyes, and visualize being there and having it. This is critical. You want to be able to see and experience it because what you're doing is you're putting it in your memory and you're convincing your mind that it's already here. That's what you're doing, and by doing that, it makes it so much easier to believe. And believe it. Make sure you have faith and trust in yourself. But now that you've got that, there's one more really critical thing you want to do to get this. You've got to take action. You've got to do something inspired. I mean, I went out and I did things, and I tried a lot of different ways of doing this. I fell down a bunch of times, but I got back up. And within 2 weeks, I had the money in my hand because I didn't give up. I made sure that I just kept pushing forward. This is what you need to do if you want something in your life. Do all these steps and do something about it. Don't expect it to just show up in your hands. You've got to take a time and do something about it. It may not be something big. I mean, if your goal is to win the lottery, visualize winning the lottery every day, but you still got to buy a ticket. And this is the point. You've got to do something to get where you want to be. And you've got to believe you can have it. And you've got to feel like you've already got it. As you can do this, the more you can do it, the more you'll see things happen that are wonderful in your life. So these are the steps that I would definitely follow. Tomorrow I'm going to go over a little bit more in depth on a couple of items here. So make sure that if you're not on my list, click down below to get on my mailing list, and that way you'll have a heads up whenever I send out the blog tomorrow. And meanwhile, keep looking, and again, if you need to, go back over my blog again yesterday and follow the steps if you want to do something for your own life. Make it happen and be where you want to be in your life. Just see yourself with what you have, what you want. And with that, I'll let you go for the moment. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.